Hello everyone, my name is Tara. Today I would like to tell you 10 sorts of audience. Number 1. First, the teacher told the student that they welcome to the introduction economics. The textbook for this course, Economics for the New Millennium, were available at the university bookstore. Then he said the price was a big steep, but he thought they would find it well worth it. Next, the student suggested they should bring their book to the next class because there would be two exams, a midterm and a final. Finally, in addition to which they would write several short research papers. Number 2. First, the manager told her staff that they needed to be aware of their return policies. Then she said that they didn't accept any return from customers without they received. Next, she suggested making sure all of items were in a good condition before accepting, and checked the item carefully because they had had problems with customer in the past because the customer returned damaged goods. After that, she reminded that they only issued store credit, not cash for returns. Finally, she said if they receive any complaints about that, they should let her know. Number 3. First, the man told the patient that they had reached the Dr. Gabriel's office. Then, if that was an emergency, they should hang up and call an ambulance. Next, if they would like to make an appointment or ask the medical device, they should call back during our regular office hours. After that, they were open from 10 to 6 Monday to Friday and from 9 to 12 on the first Saturday of each month. Finally, he suggested they should make an appointment because they didn't accept walking. Number 4. First, the woman said that reminded the passengers that they would be landing shortly. Then she said checked to make sure all seatbelts were fastened and asked the passengers to turn off all cell phone and direct recording device. Finally, found out anyone with small children requiring extra assistance or anyone needed help getting to connecting flight. Number 5. First, the man said that following was the public service announcement had brought to them by the radio is why yes. Then he said because of the drought, government officials asking all city residents to conserve water. Next, residents were asked not to fill their swimming pool or water in their garden until further notice. After that, the government was asking residents to do that on voluntary basis. Although if the situation became severe, it was possible that fine would be imposed. Finally, he said they stay tuned on radio is quiet for all later such days. Number 6. First, the woman thanked for calling the city hotline, people's information source for all city events. Then she said that from theater schedule and ticket orders, she suggested pressing 1. Next, she said that from museum information includes information on special exhibits, the lecture series at the Art Museum, the foreign film series on the History Museum. They should press 2. After that, they wanted to hear about upcoming sports events at the city stadium. They chose press 3. Finally, she said that anyone who wants to speak to operator, they should stay on the line. Number 7. First, the man said the History Museum were their last stop that day. Then they were spent 2 hours in there. Next, he said that record them to available at the front desk with a small fee, and they had free information brochure about permanent exhibits for anyone who were interested. After that, they were asked to return to the bus no later than 5:30. Finally, the bus would take their hotel, where they enjoyed dinner and an evening program. Number 8. First, the woman said to the commuter that they had heavy traffic that morning because of the car broke down on Group 1 near the airport. Then she said that avoid Group 1 if at all possible. Next, in addition, road construction was slow in traffic over the city bridge. After that, she reminded all the commuters would be prepared for a long, slow ride to work that morning. Finally, she suggested they should take the bus or subway if they could. Number 9. First, the woman wanted to know the company was looking to hire skilled computer technicians and hired technicians who had been trained with state-of-the-art equipment. They should look note more. Then she said that graduates of the computer technology institute were highly trained and skilled technicians, able to handle all of routine technicians' problems. All institute graduates were eligible to become such a 5 computer technicians. Number 10. First, the man said that buying a house could be confusing. Then, especially in that day market. The first step was of a loan from the bank to apply for a home market. Next, they needed to get necessary papers, work from a bank officer. Finally, they had to have proof of their income and financial assets, because that would help the officer determine how large a loan they qualify for. Thank you for listening.